jpegle, which is our fun spin on Wordle. So, what is jpegle? We saw a problem of foreign people and refugees going into different countries and not being able to tell how to call certain objects in English. So, for example, if an immigrant came to the US and took a picture, he wouldn't be able to tell what maybe some of the objects were because maybe he doesn't speak English that well. So what we decided to do was combine a learning experience with a fun game and try to create something to teach immigrants or non-USA faring people or non-English speaking people what to call certain objects, which can be used for not only in refugee settings but also in the education settings. So like even students and teachers can use this application to help kids learn English. So how does the jpegle work? Basically, we take an image uploaded by a user and we run an object detection model called YOLO v3, and then we run non-max suppression, which altogether just gives us what are called bounding boxes. So let's see an example of this. What our object detection model does is it takes in an image like this, an image of cars on a street, and it gives us all these boxes and labels. So the boxes are in red here and the labels are the green text. So the label is car with over here with a 98% chance of, or 98% prediction that it's a car by the neural network. So we do this for every single image, and then given the labels or objects we've detected, we'll randomly pick an object for a user to play Wordle to figure out. So let's see an example of this. We'll choose a file to upload, and we'll use this image of a dog riding with their owner on a bike. And we'll hit submit. If you give it a second, this takes you to our jpegle playing website, I guess. And what is done here is a random object is selected. Since it's a 3-letter object here, most people, if you speak English, you probably understand that it's probably the dog right here. So let's guess a random word. So say the person can't spell dog. We'll put in DOB and we'll hit enter. And as you can see, we get GG underscore. So we have a key up here that tells us what it is. So G means right letter, right place. So D and O are the right letters of dog and they're in the right place. And B is not a right letter and is not in the right place because it's not in dog at all. So we have an underscore. Now we're gonna put in God. So say for example, they got confused and they thought this thing right here would be God. You hit enter. You get God. You get YGY. So G and D are flipped. They should be flipped to get dog, right? So we get a Y for both of them, and then O is in the right place, so we get a G. And now we'll just try like a random word like ant. And obviously, since ant is not doesn't have any letters that are in dog, and obviously if they're not right, they can't be the right place. So we get 3 underscores. And finally, if we just guess dog, we can just hit enter, and we'll get 3 G's. So all of them are in the right letter, right place. And to be frank, we don't actually highlight what object we're playing with because it's better for a person to look at an image and just look at all the objects and try to think of what they can all be. And eventually when they guess it, they'll understand what a dog is. Yeah, so what happens, let's go to our code for a second. What happens is we take this object detection code right here. It basically just takes the output of darknet, which is what's used in the YOLO algorithm to detect bounding boxes, and then non-max suppression is run on top of that. We take this and we run it on every image. So the images are uploaded by the user, sent to a Mongo database. Then when we're playing Wordle, those images from the Mongo database are retrieved, and the object detection model is run on top of it. And once that is run on top of it, we'll select a random label from one of these labels right here. And those are labels that the neural network has been trained on. We'll take this random label and we'll make the user play Wordle with it to guess what it is. Thank you for listening to our project, and I hope you have a great day.